Good morning, my darlings. Welcome to a new vlog and hello October. I can't believe it's October already. The year is flying by and I cannot keep up. I feel like I don't know, did I make the most of September? It's such a great month. I think when you're younger, you maybe don't like September and October because it's a new school year and I don't think you appreciate the seasons so much until you get a little bit older, a little bit wiser, but now I most certainly do. And in fact, I've just been writing the intro to tomorrow morning's newsletter. Make sure you're signed up, I'll leave a link down below. And I was writing about how, you know, the leaves really are all turning golden brown and the sun sits low in the sky in October and it just gives everything a beautiful golden glow. There's just an undeniable coziness about the month and it's very much Sunday roast season. The season for baking lovely things, apple picking and pressing, pumpkin recipes, so much to look forward to. I also really look forward to reading the monthly roundup in my almanac book at the beginning of each month. For October 2025, it's talking about how the countryside is shifting into true autumn, the nights lengthening dramatically as the northern hemisphere turns away from the sun. I quite like that it explains the geography behind what we're experiencing, the weather turning blustery and unsettled. And this month we've got the full moon called the hunter's moon or blood moon, but this year it's also the harvest moon, which normally falls in September, and it's the first supermoon of the year, which is when the moon's imperfect orbit brings it to the closest point of the Earth at the same moment that the moon is full. So it can appear up to 14% bigger and 30% brighter, which is why the full moon at this time of year is just very, very exciting. Anyway, enough of that. But I will say this week's newsletter is going to be a really, really good one. We have been working on an autumnal guide to the Cotswolds. So if you are planning a weekend here, then it's got just basically like our 3-day itinerary. Everything that I would tell a friend to do if a friend was coming down for the weekend, including some new openings, some new pub cafe openings, where to do the best pumpkin picking and things like that. So make sure you are signed up if you haven't done that already. It's just a weekly newsletter in your inboxes on Friday mornings with recipes, fashion edits, bits and bobs that I would like to share with you. So today is going to be a really exciting day. I've been planning this for a few weeks now and I am meeting up with lovely Leo. We're heading for a fabulous girly pamper spa day at Daylesford. I've basically designed my dream day. I'll pop the itinerary that I created up on the screen here. So we're meeting for an hour of Pilates and then we'll probably just grab a coffee or a smoothie, and then I've booked us both in for 90-minute signature treatments at the Bamford Spa. This is my favourite treatment of all time. You get an hour on the body, half an hour on the face, but they really tailor it to you and what you need at that time. So I always ask for them to do lots of work on my neck and on weirdly my chest from exercises gets very tight. And we're gonna have lunch, a dip in the pool, a trip to the spa. It's gonna be the perfect day. And also it's currently the craft fair on at Daylesford Heritage House. So we're gonna pop over to that, maybe go for a walk, have some nice lunch. It's gonna be the perfect day, so I can't wait to bring you along. I've been awake since I think 4 o'clock in the morning today, just with my to-do list whirring over and over in my brain. So I feel like I really need this time to just chill out and switch off. So very much needed. Can't wait for some girly time. It's gonna be such a perfect day. Okay, just got to Bamford. I don't think Leo is here yet, so I'm going to head in and grab us some herbal teas and check that we are definitely on the list for this morning's Pilates, because I didn't get an email confirmation, even though I booked it a couple of weeks ago. So hopefully this will all run very smoothly. Try to be as organised as she is when she's doing her events, but just not quite the same level of organisation as that wonderful lady. But got all the layers on because it is so chilly this morning, and I will confess, I was listening to Christmas in the Cotswolds playlist again on the speakers, because mornings like this, misty autumnal mornings, just makes me feel festive. And I promise I'm not going to say the F word or the C word, festive or Christmas, again for a little while, because it's only just autumn and we are not going to wish away autumn because it's the best time of the year. Beautiful. Well, we've just done Pilates. How was that, my darling? Also too glamorous for Pilates. Look at this. You're air wrapped for Pilates.
No, I tell you what, this was the heatless. I'm taking.
Is it?
Yeah.
This is heatless day 3.
I had the big sausage in last night.
Oh, well done.
I'm definitely in my hair.
Terribly naughty.
Definitely in my hair.
Lucky Mark.
But what is it about you and trying to like kill me off in the Cotswolds?
I know. I was thinking this is the title of the vlog. Josie killed me again. That was quite a brutal class.
Yeah.
It was Eileen, and yeah, she got us going. She did.
So
we're going
shaking.
Yeah, it's the side abs, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's the side abs. Well, we're now caffeinated with our hot and cold matches, and we're going to do a little sauna. And we don't normally go in the sauna. Let's show you the room. It's absolutely gorge. Have you been in here before?
No, I've never.
Oh, are we locked out? Oh, there we go. Thank you, my darling. Now see, let's hope the camera doesn't steam up. We've got it to ourselves. Look at this. So we've got a little hot plunge, view of the hydrangeas, crystal steam room, and then down at the end, sauna with a view. So should we sauna or should we dunk?
How cold is that?
I think it's warm, but I'm just thinking I don't want to put a wet Cosy on after spa.
That's so true.
So I might sauna now. Yeah, perfect. That's the plan. Look at this, sauna with a view. I was just saying to Leo, we'll enjoy the massage oils after our treatments and go and sit up there and have lunch. Okay, not that we've got 20 minutes, but we'll flick the timer on, just in case. Oh no, it's perfect, thank you. It just looks so lovely. The heart on the wall. Okay, time for an hour, no, 90-minute long signature treatment here at the spa. We've got this gorgeous space. Just had a little foot bath. And they are using the essential oil blends for the treatment. Can't wait. Nothing like 90 minutes pampering to work up an appetite. We have got, oh my gosh, we've both gone for very lovely salads and chicken and chips. Chicken and chips, what a fabulous meal. I've got a chai latte, and I just asked Leo if this was a Kardashian brand. Apparently it's not.
No.
No, British brand.
British brand. But it is absolutely, I must say, it's very, very tasty considering it's got no sugar and no sweeteners in it.
Very nice. I'll try it next time. We've just had the world's quickest pampering and showering and hair washing, and even in this one's case, air wrapping. I'm absolutely mind boggled by how she got ready so quickly. And now we're going to go through the fern tunnel into the craft fair. Let's see. Ooh, what a fabulous entrance. Now my weaving skills so far go as far as doing a wreath base, but look at this. Beautiful bags, baskets. So this really is Lady B's curation of some of the most talented artists and makers in the UK and beyond. Everything from ceramicists, hat makers, willow weavers, leather masters. There's just so many beautiful crafts to see here, so many amazing businesses to discover. I've seen lots of these in various gardens around the Cotswolds. This reminds me of little Harold or Henrietta that we rescued earlier. My goodness, look at this. Imagine a 𝑭𝒂𝒕 branded Rolls Royce, or is it a Bentley, turning up to deliver your groceries. So we're in the little teepee now, and they've got a gorgeous curation of slightly smaller bits and bobs. This beautiful collection of ceramics. I'm kind of loving these. Imagine this for your morning coffee. It's absolutely beautiful. And look at this, if I ever take my obsession of herbs to the next level, this is an incredible distillation machine. They've been turning the herbs, at the moment it's rosemary, and let me tell you, the whole room smells incredible, creating essential oil blends for beauty products and little tinctures you pop under your tongue for various benefits. And this is what she's mixing them with. What an incredible process to see.
It comes up through the plant, it splits all the cell walls apart and then carries all the properties of the plant through as steam, then hits the cold water and then comes out of that tube, which
it's just been disconnected. My goodness.
So then it comes out of the tube as a liquid.
are creating natural dyes from different vegetables. You can see they've got the onion skins over here, and that's going to make a beigey linen colour. And who'd have thought it? Avocado skin turns your linens pink. What have we got here? Weld for a beautiful green colour. Mate. Don't know what these ingredients are, but they are the natural dyes brewing away in the pots behind the scenes. Well, what a gorgeous day. Leo and I have just bid our farewells, and it's just been the loveliest day together. We ended up exploring the craft fair, as you saw over in Heritage House. So lovely to see so many talented makers, and seeing them creating the pieces right in front of your eyes is really, really magical. And it's just so lovely to see how they're using the Heritage House space a little bit more at the moment. It's such a gorgeous space, so great to be able to see it, experience so many wonderful local artists as well. We popped around the farm shop, grabbed a few essentials, including I've got a green smoothie, which I thought I was going to really enjoy, but turns out it's just a little bit too healthy for me. So I'm now rather peckish, but luckily I'm meeting Charlie in a second, and we've actually got our friend's son's birthday dinner this evening at the Fox. So there was no point in me going home, so I'm just waiting around 20 minutes or so for Charlie. We're going to dash around the farm shop for the bits that we need for the weekend, and then heading over to the Fox, one of our favourite pubs in the Cotswolds, for a lovely dinner. And I'm going to go 3 courses. I'm going big because I am, yeah, very, very hungry. We've done a lot today. We've done a lot of movement. We did quite a lot of saunering in between each of the bits and bobs. We went in the infrared sauna, went in the normal sauna. So yeah, it's been a really lovely day, but also feeling amazing for it, feeling like I'm glowing inside out, having had lots of wonderful girly chats with Leo, and also lots of great things for our bodies. Oh, and oh my goodness, the 90-minute signature treatment at the 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅, 10 out of 10. I had the lovely Della giving me my treatment, and holy moly, her technique, oh, honestly, the most relaxed I think I've been all year. Definitely. Just my muscles were like butter under her hands. Just, she was incredible. And the oils, the Bamford oils, I had the geranium oil, and it was just, the room smelled amazing, my body smelled amazing, my skin feels so soft after the treatment. So 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅 signature 90-minute treatment, that is and always has been my top one that I recommend. It's such a gorgeous treat. Definitely recommend. Anyway, I think I can spot Charlie pulling in, so let's dash around the shop and then head to the pub for a Friday night dinner.
Happy birthday to you.
Daddy let you lick the yogurt pot, baby. How are you going to get your snout out of there again? Good morning, my darlings. It is the next day. We had a fabulous meal last night at the Fox celebrating little Charlie's birthday. I went for the steak and it was absolutely scrumptious, and then they had a blackberry decommissioned cheesecake? Disassembled cheesecake? There's definitely a word. Deconstructed cheesecake, and that was scrumptious as well. Today it's Saturday and we've just had a very, very slow morning. Slow but productive, you know, and you just have lots of little tasks that don't require much brain energy, and you just, you know, it's a weekend, so you just do them at about 1/3 of your normal speed. That has been me today. So I did a big batch of granola to keep us going for the week. I made it an extra seedy version, so I put in loads of sunflower seeds, chia seeds, even some sesame and pumpkin spice, so it's very, very seasonal and delicious. And then I just made a smoothie. So that's the actually I did also top up the pantry cupboard. I placed a big order of extra nuts and seeds and things like that, so I topped up the pantry cupboard, and yeah, that's it. And that's all I've achieved so far today. We have got Charlie's mum and dad coming over to stay with us tonight. They're with 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅 at the moment, so I think we won't see them until later on in the day. And we're actually going to another pub tonight. The pub in our village has got new owners and they're having a little mini launch evening tonight, so we're gonna head over, hoping it's gonna be great food, great atmosphere. I'm sure it will be. But the reason that I'm in a fleece and in the entrance hall area, this is by far the coldest room in the house. It just stays cold even in the summer, but especially at this time of year. I've got a thermal on underneath and my very cozy knit. I got this I think in at the end of last winter in the sale, and I knew it was just not the right time to be buying this kind of thing, but I also knew that I would be so grateful for it at this time of year. So I'm really glad that I got it. I'll leave it linked down below. It's just super, super cozy. But Charlie has given me a to-do list today. He likes to get certain things done, especially when we've got anyone coming over, like organising certain areas of the house. And one of the tasks that he's given me was to sort out our coat cupboard. So within, like kind of hidden away within the panels of this fireplace, round the corner there, is a coat cupboard. Not as exciting as it sounds. And that is where we put coats when we have guests coming over, but it's also where I keep where we keep our winter coats. Deja vu, because I'm pretty sure I did this with you probably this time last year, and we're probably gonna debate the same coats whether I keep them or whether I get rid of them. Although I have already started a get rid pile down there, and I think I am going to get rid of the 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅 jacket, which really, I found it very excruciating coming to this decision last year. Obviously I didn't get rid of it last year, but I didn't wear it the entire of last winter. I think it's because of the silhouette. It's got like a cape ruffle. I'm not going to try it on again because I don't want to fall in love with it, because I know that I've not worn it. So I think because of the value of it, I think I paid over £700. I know, how annoying. I think I've worn it out the house once. Awful price per wear, awful, awful, awful. So I think I'm going to sell it online. So if you're interested in a Barber Chloe coat, please let me know. I would like to recoup as much of that money as possible, but I appreciate it's a lot of money. Anyway, let's just try some things on and we can decide whether they are keepers or get ridders. I've also got a pile down here of Charlie's coats, mostly Barber's, and he's going to do the same in a few minutes. Okay, so this one I'm thinking I'm going to get rid of, although it is literally like wearing a polar teddy bear, and when it's really, really cold in winter, I'm going to talk myself into keeping this now, aren't I? It's just so snuggly warm. This is from Michael Kors, quite randomly. It doesn't have a belt, but it does have big, deep pockets. It is so warm, but then it's also not like, it's quite tight, so you can't really fit loads of jumpers on underneath. I think that my Holland Cooper one size coat maybe ticks the box that this would have ticked, and I'm not sure that I love that it's white. Feels a little bit impractical, could get mud splashed all over it. So I think this is the first one that I'm going to bid farewell to. The next one that I'm considering parting ways with, and I am really wondering if I'm just not quite in the mindset of really, really cold weather, and maybe I should not be hasty with these decisions, because it is another big mega puffy coat, and this one is from 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅. So I did wear this one quite a lot, so I'm thinking actually maybe I will keep this one. I did wear this one quite a lot, yeah I will actually, on the days that I go to Pilates. So it's just so comfy, cozy. It's got a big wrap there, so it's almost like wearing a dressing gown, and because it's so long your legs stay warm. I think I will keep this one, just thinking about how, oh, some hazelnuts from last year. It's a wonder we didn't have squirrels creeping into our coat cupboard. Yeah, was gonna get rid of this one, but I think I need something that's just ultimate comfy cozy. When I go to Pilates in the morning, I've only just got out of bed, so I need to feel like I'm still in a dressing gown. So I think I shall keep this one. And another jacket that I will most definitely be keeping is my Holland Cooper. They call this the field coat or the field jacket. This is quite literally the best design jacket for practical dog walks, horse riding, I imagine, general outdoor pursuits in the bleakest of winter times ever. They've literally thought of everything. So if you want to be really comfy cozy, you can wear the little thumb hole cuffs, which I find just, especially when you're out on a walk, just gives your hands that little bit of extra warmth. Built in to this coat is a gilet. So you're getting 2 in 1. It's a full-on gilet in this almost wipe clean material with a leather trim. It's a full-on Holland Cooper gilet, but it also is attached, but it is detachable to the inside of the coat. So what I often like to do is just zip up the gilet, and then you're protected because it's kind of acting as a windbreaker. Ooh, this zip is a bit stiff. Okay, I'm gonna have to have a look at this zip because I think it's got a little bit battered since last year and it's not working. But, so imagine the gilet is completely zipped up, so you're so warm and protected. You've got the height of the neckline of the gilet, so your neck is nice and warm. There is actually a hood built in here, but you can roll it into the neckline of the coat, so you don't have to have a hood dangling down the whole time. It's a super padded coat, waterproof, windproof. Obviously, if you want a lighter lay, you can just take the gilet out, and then it's got 2 kinds of pockets. So one that your hand just slips in like so, of course, dog poo bags, and then one which is a little bit more secure with a popper over the top. I've had this, I think maybe at least 1 winter, maybe 2 winters, and it's just an absolute essential. It may not be like the sexiest thing in the whole world, but trust me, this is just when you need a really practical coat. Anyone that lives in the countryside, I would say this coat is an essential. I don't know if I'm hoping they still make this coat. I'm sure they will do. They tend to keep bringing back the favourites. So I will leave the Holland Cooper field coat link down below, and truly I could not recommend it any more highly, alongside the one size dry robe style coat, which I'll quickly show you. Okay, this is the coat that has made me question keeping all my other coats. I forgot actually how cozy it is with the fleece lined inside. Yeah, I definitely don't need to keep the white Michael Kors one now that I've remembered how cozy this one is. I think I forgot that this was fleece lined. I have got this in the mushroomy brown taupey shade. It's so big and snuggly. It is one size, so I have one, another one, which I think is maybe dark green, and Lala now has that one because when she trots over from her house to our house for dinners in winter, she needs something really nice and warm, and they're so long. Again, your legs stay nice and warm. Ooh, that's gonna be a while. There we go, clock was striking 12, so we could have been here a while. Yeah, shall I just show you in a little bit more detail, or a little bit more length rather? Try not to stand on Charlie's coat collection. So you can see, oops, the daisy, I'm trending on them. You can see it's really, really long, keeps your legs nice and warm. It's actually also great if you are doing any wild swimming, because you can take your arms out and literally get changed underneath it, because it is like a dry robe style. Fantastic for dog walks, fantastic for just covering your entire outfit. Like if you're going out to a pub or something, you're wearing something quite nice, but it's horrible outside. Just put this on, your entire outfit is protected. Smart little pockets, and as is Holland Cooper, we've got the lovely button detail. You can cinch in the sleeves and make them a bit narrower if you want to, but personally I like them a bit more chunky. Big deep pockets, which are also fleecy lined, so your hands stay nice and warm. This and the Holland Cooper field coat, I would say. Do you have the men's version of the field coat?
No, I don't know if they do names one day.
No, they should do because it's so practical. These are the ultimate winter, like blusterous, you just need to be warm, and what's the expression? There's no such thing as bad weather, just bad outfit choices, and this is just one of those coats that makes every winter day manageable because it's so fabulous. I'd add this to your wish list if you don't already have it on your wish list. And my leggings are also Holland Cooper from their, what's it called? Sculpt fitness collection. Great for casual Saturdays in the house. So yeah, this is another definite keeper. And even, by the way, the hood is fleece lined, so when you put your hood up, it's just going to keep you so nice and toasty warm. Okay, now we come to the Barbers, and this is where it gets challenging because I love them all, but I just don't need this many, and I always end up just wearing the one that I stole from my mum, the 30-year-old Barber. So we have to decide about this one. Obviously it's different to the other Barbers because it is brown. It's got a leather collar and tartan pattern on the inside. I don't know why I don't wear this one more. It feels a little bit smarter, maybe because of the brown. I don't know. It's just something that I don't love about it as much as my other one. I think possibly because it's newer, it doesn't have that like lived-in, authentic feel to it. It feels like a new Barber, which is I don't know, it's funny that with certain things you want it to feel old, and Barbers are definitely that. I'll have to get rid of any dog poo bags. Have I done that already? I've probably never worn it out on a dog walk, which is why there's no dog poo bags in the pockets. Yeah, as much as it is nice to have a brown one, oh, I wish you could help me. Maybe I'll just hold on to it until this video's gone live. Let me know what you think. Should I keep the brown Barber, or am I just never going to wear it? It is nice, isn't it? I'm just going to keep it for now. We'll see. Up next is one of the Barber designer collaborations. When Barber collaborated with 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅, I thought all my dreams had come true, and they had. It's just a really, really gorgeous collaboration. The lining is the best lining that Barber have ever done, in my opinion. It's a tartan, but with 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅 flowers subtly in the background. It's got the material that I like, which is the Beaufort style dark green wax, and the cord collar, which I definitely prefer a cord collar to a leather collar. This was their designer collaboration last year. The year before it was Chloe, and this year it's Rio. This year I'm not going to be buying one from the collaborations because I've not got that much wear out of the previous two, but this one, I like that when you roll your sleeves up you get a little glimpse of the floral pattern. The length of this one is longer than my usual Barber. It's got this brown section at the bottom on this side, and then it's almost like a floral brown camouflage on this side. Nice big pockets. This is one that I do, it's a treat bell. This is one that I do just need to wear more of. I need to stop wearing my really old one quite so much and just wear this one on like the trots into the garden and the dog walks. So I think I'm actually going to put this, I'm going to move it. It's got a little hidden inside pocket here too. Nothing in there, but that's nice and secure. Yeah, forgot how much I love this. And it was an investment, and of the two designer collaborations, this is definitely more wearable than the Chloe one. So yeah, just need to wear this more. I will just quickly try it on one last time. The Chloe Barber collaboration. It was, again, it was one of those things where I was like, oh my god, two of my favorite brands, I simply must buy something, but didn't really think about the practicality. So already you can see that the silhouette is a little bit weird, and I should have thought, you just don't mess, you don't need to mess with a classic Barber silhouette. It's got like a ruffly cape detail along the back, and I guess the Chloe design team were like, we need to do something different, we need to do something that's more on brand for us, and the Barber team should have just said no. Because I wish it didn't have the ruffle, but then if it didn't have the ruffle, is there anything unique about it? No, I do feel like, I don't know, I should be in Lord of the Rings or Harry Potter when I wear this. It's got the lovely cord detail down here. You've got the contrast detail down there, corduroy on the collar, which we like to see. And it is the kind of wax. Oh, it says Chloe on the buttons. Yeah. Yeah, it's the kind of wax that over time it is going to be the perfect wax jacket. But yeah, I've had it for 2 years and not worn it. So I'm officially selling it this year. Sign of the times. It's also got a waist belt, by the way, so you can cinch it in around the waist. But just not required when I have so many other lovely coats. So farewell. You were fun. But every time I look at you, I get annoyed that I spent so much money on you and I haven't worn it. So yeah, hopefully this will go to an amazing home because it deserves to be worn. This deserves to have like a 50-year lifespan, at least. My Barbara is 30 years old, so this can go far, just not in my wardrobe. Oh, I'm so sad, farewell. I love you, have a nice life. Right, finally. The last one here that I'm undecided on is this. This is from 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅. And again, I think I had this undecided moment last year and I decided to keep it obviously, and I just have not worn it since. I just think that when I'm going out and about and I want to be warm, I don't tend to go for jackets which are woolly on the outside. Okay, I've also buggered up the zip on this one somehow, so I need to get Charlie to have a look at it. So I can't actually get into it because annoyingly it's broken but closed. Very annoying. Yeah, I just haven't worn this one, and as lovely as it is, like it's super warm, really nice material, I just haven't worn it, so it deserves to have a life with someone else. So just like 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅, I'm bidding farewell to it, and I really hope it gets a loving home. So there we go. I'm going to leave Charlie to tackle his pile of jackets, and then we're going to do, what are we tidying next? I think the dining room is next on our to-do list. But yeah, let me know if you agree with my coat keeping and getting rid decisions. Feels like we've made a good amount of progress, feels productive, and you always just get that little bit of a dopamine hit from having a clear out. So I'll use this, this hit wisely and go and sort somewhere else in the house. Well, I've just had some lovely leftover pumpkin risotto for my lunch. I added a bit of our homemade bone broth and a little bit of cream and some extra parmesan, and it was just as scrummy as the first time that I had it. I've just put on, I think it's called either Bitch Please or Bitch Perfect from Charlotte Tilbury, and I feel like the lips are saying spring summer and the knit is very much saying autumn winter. Never mind, it's actually really balmy. Forgot how comfortable Charlotte Tilbury lipsticks are. So I think, seeing as Charlie's mum and dad and Scarlett are coming over in a couple of hours, I would like to put some flowers in the house. We've got just a few very sad looking hydrangeas there, and a few empty vases lying around, so I'm gonna poodle around the garden and put together a few nice displays. So we've had a Smith and Munson delivery, our favourite delivery flowers. They're grown up in Lincolnshire, really beautiful British blooms. And I think we're still in lily season. And I have to be honest, lilies are actually not my favourite. However, I do like to combine them with blooms from our garden. Yeah, we're still in the lily season, that's fine. I would say Smith and Munson are at their best when it's tulip season. They do the best tulips, so I cannot wait for that in springtime. But it's just really lovely to support British growers, and a Smith & Munson subscription, I would have to say, I know we're already starting to think about the C word, would be such a nice Christmas gift. So especially while they're closed, I think they'll open within a couple of hours, but we want to add in something a bit more interesting for now. So we've got some beautiful anemones from the garden. These just grow so well in our herbaceous border, and I just feel that they add a little bit of magical kind of whimsicalness to any flower displays because they're so Look at these amazing pink dahlias. I can't believe they're still going. They will actually keep going until the first frost. So I've still got so many I can bring into the house. What a treat. Beautiful. You're pretty. Okay, flowers are done, and just another little job that I've been doing in the background has been dehydrating some more lemon verbena, and I'm prioritizing lemon verbena because it won't survive the winter, unlike rosemary and thyme, and possibly even sage, but it's so nice in a tea, tastes amazing. And putting my dehydrator to good use. They really shrivel up, ooh, and go crispy. So they should store well. But just a little update on my home kind of apothecary. I've already done, I think this one is lemon verbena as well, so I'm going to put them all in the same. Oh, I really need to start labeling things. No, that smells like mint. I think that's lemon verbena. So I'm going to put all the lemon verbena in one. Okay, I've got all the lemon verbena in one jar. These are the jars that I got on Wayfair. I'll leave them linked down below. This already looks like probably a couple months supply if I have like one pinch of leaves in each. Maybe not quite a couple of months, maybe a month's supply. So I think if I compact this down and really fill this up, by the time we have the first frost and my lemon verbena plant dies, I'm going to bring it into the greenhouse and hope I can overwinter it. But I should have a really good supply over the colder months, which is when you really want your nice herbal teas. So that's going to live up there. Got all my empty jars ready for filling, ready for preserving. I've got mint and lemon balm. That's definitely lemon balm down there. Dried thyme. I'm not going to get it all out, but I've got dried thyme, dried rosemary, and I've got 3 jars of dried lavender, so I can make little smelly things like little pillows, or I can put this in teas or in recipes, whatever I want. It's a really nice ingredient for a calming tea with some chamomile. I just love the idea that, like, right now I can go out in the garden and get these ingredients fresh, just about. I've got a little bit of lavender left, but in just a few weeks' time there won't be a lot of these things in the garden, so then I can just come into my cupboard and get my home dried out bits. I've got my proper little tinctures here that I made on my herbal masterclass day with Anne McIntyre. This is the immunity tonic with hops, lemon balm, lavender, marshmallow leaf, and yarrow. Just got to give them a little bit of a shake up every now and then to keep everything mixing around. And I also ordered a few things here that I can't really grow, or it's just too much effort. So dandelion root, burdock root, nettle leaf powder, kelp powder, and alfalfa herb powder and pumpkin spice, all from the Buy Whole Foods online website. And it's just a great way of stocking up on things if maybe you don't have them growing, or don't want to grow them, or don't want to process them, but you still want to have them in your cupboard in case you want to do any teas or remedies over winter. So there we go. Right, I think we're going to take the little boys for a WALK, and then I think Charlie's mum and dad are going to be here in about an hour's time. Pimp here.
Come on then, boys. Come on. Oh, he's done it though.
Good morning, my darlings. It's now Sunday morning. I've done something a little bit strange with the heatless curls this morning. Last night was really lovely. Deja vu. I feel like I did the exact same thing yesterday morning. Fill you in on the night before at a pub dinner, and this time it was the pub in our village. And I think I mentioned yesterday was their day 2. They have new owners, and the owners of the pub now, they've actually got a few other pubs in the area, I think 6 or 7 actually, and they're all pretty good pubs. Not quite Fox at Oddington level, like that kind of food, but really hearty, proper pub food. I had a chicken pie with mashed potato, cavolo nero, roast carrots, and it's just exactly what you want from your village pub. Previously, our village pub had been not somewhere that we would go for food, but it was like fun for people that like to go to the pub for drinks. But as you might have guessed, Charlie and I are just not really pub people for drinking. Charlie is obviously sober, and I don't drink very much at all, so we're just not really pub people aside from the food side of it. So we're really happy that our local pub now does good food. And I imagine days like today, on Sundays, if we don't want to do a roast, we'll all just go down there as a family at the end of a nice long walk. It's just lovely to have somewhere really local that you can just pop by whenever you just can't bother to cook, or you just fancy a nice cozy evening. And the interiors, it's obviously a really old building, huge inglenook fireplace, open fire, and stone walls, really low beams, just very kind of typical charming Cotswold pub. So it's exactly what we would want in our village, so we're very happy. We were talking last night about how in the UK pubs are such a central part of the community, and yet in so many other countries, most other countries, it's not even a thing. Like having a pub is not a thing. If you don't live in the UK, comment down below what country you live in and if you have a pub in your town or village. I'd be very intrigued to know if anyone else does, and if you do, is it like an Irish pub, or is it called like a British pub but in your country, or is there like your country's version of a pub? I don't know. Let me know. So this morning we're all just chilling. I think we're going to go for a walk shortly. Charlie's lit the fire. We've all just been helping ourselves to toast and yogurt for breakfast. It's a very relaxed morning, and it feels a little bit like how Christmas morning feels in this house, when everyone's just kind of doing their own thing, but also helping Charlie with peeling potatoes, chopping carrots, getting ready for a Sunday roast. Scarlett's reading, I've been doing the dog's breakfast. Just a really nice slow morning, having lots of good chats. And I've also ordered this morning online my seeds and bulbs for next year. It always creeps up so quickly. You feel like you've only just got over the madness of the gardening and harvesting season of the summer, and then suddenly you have to start thinking immediately about next year. And every year at the end of summer, I think I must rein it in, I must pull back and not attempt so much next year. But I've just gone and spent, I think, at least £100 on ranunculus and sweet peas, because I've never had that much luck with ranunculus, so I really want to make 2026 my year of mastering ranunculus. Let me know if you would like to know, excuse me, exactly what I bought seed and corm and bulb wise, and maybe we'll do a little roundup in next week's newsletter. That could be fun. So let me know if that's something that you'd like to know, or just, I will leave a link down below where I got them from. Yes, so I'm just going to finish my coffee and then we're going to head for a walk, prepare a Sunday roast. I'm going to lay a lovely autumnal table, maybe forage some bits and bobs we can do for the tablescape. So it's just going to be a lovely chilled afternoon, and I'm imagining I may not get a chance to bid you goodnight later. I'm sure once everyone goes I'll be very tired, so I'm going to say farewell now. But I will film a little montage of our very cozy Sunday family afternoon in case you want to see what we get up to. So, my gosh, I swear I just saw a bit of snow. It's not even possible. Must have been a feather or something. But anyway, I really hope you've enjoyed today's vlog. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you very soon in the next one. Bye bye.